YouTube, it's Ziangs Oriental Food Workshop here today, and we are going to be showing you how to make the curry paste, which we did when?
A couple of
days ago, into a curry, well, beef curry. We'll be showing you the steps that most takeaways take to tenderise beef, etc, etc. So, let's get on with it. You looking forward to this one?
Yeah, let's get on with it.
You like beef, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I like all meat.
Yeah, all meat. Anyway, we'll get on with this. So the most important thing to do before you do anything is the beef. Now here I have a sirloin steak, but I'm going to show you the technique the takeaways use. They will use top side. They use top side because it's one of the cheapest cuts and it's not very tender at all. And here's how they would tenderize it. There are 5 different ways of doing this, and I will be doing a video, well, we will be doing a video explaining all of these 5 different ways. Here is the first one. This is the one that we used to use. We don't use anymore because we use a higher quality meat. So you start off with garlic powder. I'd say half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of MSG, a little bit of potato starch, like a pinch, dash of soy sauce, not too much, and the vital ingredient that they would never ever let you know about, and that's bicarb. It softens it up and makes it with my hands. The reason you do this before anything else is to give the bicarb time to break down the proteins in the beef, which will make it soft and tender. Now it's important that you don't put too much bicarb in because it will leave a weird layer on your tongue, on your teeth, sorry. It'll be like squeaky. So if you put too much in that and the beef tastes squeaky on your mouth, it's the large amounts of bicarb you put in. You only need a small amount, and you need this to sit, if you can, put it into the fridge and leave it overnight, but if not, at least 30 minutes. Okay, for this next step, you need to take 1 heap teaspoon of your curry paste that you made, 300 milliliters of water, and you will need about 1/6 of a coconut block. So cut it in half, cut it into 3s, and then that's what you have, okay? This will make 1 portion.
Oops, never mind, accident happened.
So you add a tiny bit of oil. Now you add the paste to it. You want to stir this around until it starts bubbling. Once it's at this point, and it's been here for about 2 or 3 minutes, you need to add your 300 milliliters of water. A whisk is preferable. Don't use a metal whisk on a non-stick pan, it will destroy it. I always see people on YouTube doing that and I'm like, what are you doing? This is a rubber coated whisk. Isn't that right?
Silicone.
Silicone, yeah.
Bit of water at a time. Whisk it as quickly as you can, stirring it.
You need to add the coconut like that now. The coconut will thicken it up a bit. I don't know why this happens, but it does. A lot of places won't use as much coconut because of, you know, profit margins, but we use quite a bit of coconut because I like it with coconut too. If you find that yours is lumpy because you haven't got a blender like we have, we've got a commercial blender, just sieve it through not a fine sieve, but just a normal grade sieve. The small pieces will go through, but you won't notice them because they won't be hard. Our blender is really high strength, so it pretty much powdered everything. Right, so that's that step done. All seasoning is done in stage 2. Right, so the only reason I wanted to show you this first step is so you guys at home would know how to strain it through. So I'm not going to actually strain it through. If you do have a blender that will blend everything to a powder, you can skip this step and just do it in the wok. But a lot of you won't have that, so I thought I'd show this bit here. And literally, wait for it to cool down, put it through a sieve. We'll just show you how to do that anyway. We'll show you how to do that, yeah? Ma?
Yeah, yes.
Good. So this is how you do it. You just pour it straight into the sieve.
Slowly. Be patient. Grab every single bit. No waste.
Remember, most takeaways will do a big batch of curry up and they'll just go to the pot that has the curry sauce in. They will take the curry sauce. There's loads of ways to make this sauce. Some people some places will put banana into it to thicken it and sweeten it. Others will use chicken stock, Noor chicken stock that is. I haven't seen it in, it's a very particular sort of Asian brand. There you go, there's the bits that come out. But there's your finished product, and we'll be using that in a minute. Okay, now for the best part. I love doing this bit. I love the really hot wok and smelling the beef come off it. Anyway, I digress. You can tell I haven't eaten meat for a while. So I'll start with the beef. You should have done this about half hour before, hopefully, if you've got a whole chopped white onion, probably a decent handful of frozen peas, vegetable oil, your non-Newtonian liquid, which in this case is potato starch, but if you can't get potato starch, corn flour will work just fine. 1/3 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of MSG, and 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. Sugar is important as well, and this is quite a salty dish. It just doesn't taste the same without a lot of MSG as well. Let's get on with this bit, and I can't bloody wait. So you want to add your oil to the pan. You don't need too much for this. Again, you want to get this smoking hot. I mean smoking hot. If it's not smoking hot, it's not going to be very good. The trouble with these burners as well when you're at home is keeping the heat in that, so we always recommend finding a wok that has quite a thick base. That will help keep the heat in the pan when you're cooking. If you have a thin based wok, it'll tend to dissipate the heat quite quick when you put cold products into it. Can you see the flame, the smoke coming off the top? This is the right heat. Add the beef.
Just let it cook itself. There's no need to keep stirring it frantically, alright? Like just you coating it, get the flavour in. And now you can just break it down a bit, loosen it.
Just like you're cooking a steak. You don't put a steak in and move it.
Yeah, that's right. Yummy. Look at that. Wow.
Wow. Onions down?
Yeah.
I've said a whole, just do half an onion because it'll be too much for one portion.
If you like onion, you can put it all in, alright?
Most takeaways pad their curries out with onions because they're relatively cheap.
Or carrots.
Or carrots, yeah.
Yeah, just let it cook a few minutes. Next we'll do the peas, alright?
Okay, next goes in the MSG, which is literally a good heat half teaspoon. The salt, which is 1/3 teaspoon. And you want to brown that off, and you can smell it. And when you're at home and you've managed to get the MSG, I'll put a link on where you can buy it. And when it starts browning in the pan, that is the smell you can smell outside your takeaway. You'll notice it instantly, and you'll be like, oh my god, I've got a takeaway in my house.
Yeah. See? Yeah?
See?
They smell lovely.
Does smell good, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's my lunch now.
I hate being vegan! Right, so this will cook for another sort of 2 to 3 minutes. Right, once it's all cooked, you add your curry sauce in. Now, because the beef has so much liquid in it, sometimes it can make the curry sauce itself and
go a bit runny.
That's what this is for. The cornstarch, potato starch in our case.
Do you think you need it?
Like I said, if it doesn't happen, then you don't need it. Yeah. Especially with the frozen veg. The last part is now sugar, and this is so important. You don't put sugar in, it's not right. Some places won't use sugar, they'll use blended bananas. We can show you that recipe if you really want, and there we go.
Yep.
Start to finish only takes about, well, from the paste to this point, it's about 4 hours. 2 hours to make the paste. And then yeah, just dish it out. Smells very good. That'll do.
Get every bit in.
Yeah, the bits around the side are
Oh,
delicious.
sorry, it doesn't look nice. Never mind. It's for our home cook.
And if you want, just add some fresh chilies on top. That's what Mum's going to have. She likes fresh chilies. So here we go, the final product. As you can tell, it's a curry. Go on.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you want to know any more recipes, let us know. It's hot, is it?
Boiling.
Boiling hot. Mum's put chilies on the top of it. Most places don't put chilies on, they just like chilies. Good? I'll leave you with that again. Anyway, what we're going to do next time is chicken and mushroom. We weren't going to do that next, but we've got to shoot some videos because Mum's back off home to Brunei and we've got to get some done before she goes. So we're going to get some of the nice easy ones out the way for you guys to do at home. Also remember, this is a basic Chinese curry. Everywhere does it completely different. We will do more than one recipe for you guys at home. I just wanted to give you a point to start on and start experimenting with yourselves. Thanks for watching as always. A massive shout out to Boogles, I think your name is. Thank you for your lovely comments, you've been fantastic, and Jack Cole as well. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really surprised how quickly the channel's grown actually. This time, about a week ago, we were only on 160 subs, now we're on 207. So it's grown quite quick. What was that? Mum has no idea what a subscriber is either, do you? Mum doesn't even know what we're doing here. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. Take care. Bye bye.